Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you about 10 short conversations between two people, the man and the woman. Number 1. The man once said hello to the mentor and he was sorry about the fact that he said he were having trouble finding 44th Street and Main Street. The mentor agreed with him and she wanted to know what his main problem was. They run parallel what exactly he was trying to find. The mentor replied to him. He was trying to find Sunshine Convention Center. He was running late for a presentation and his exhibition team was waiting for him right then. The mentor commented, in that case, he should be looking for Main Street and Highway 44, and he said he went to the end of Main Street and it would intersect with Highway 44. Head north, and he would find the convention center on your right. He thought, by the way, he rear left tire and get in flat. He said he would put some air into it. Short conversation number 2. The man said to the woman he would like to open a bank account with her bank. The woman agreed with him, and she said first she needed he to fill out that application. Then he would need to form the identification, one providing his date of birth, and the other with the photo. And she commented a birth certificate and driver's license would be preferable, and she said lastly she needed a government document for providing his current address, and she wanted to know if he would like to apply for a joint account or that was account solely for him. The man replied to her, a joint account and he wanted to know if he needed his wife's document as well. And he commented she was not there with them right then. However, he thought he had some of her identification. The woman commented if the man had some marriage certificate with him, he could get all the paperwork done on her behalf. She said late on when she had time, she should drop by that branch with one piece of photo identification, or to head to what was signed this application. Short conversation number 3. The man got the woman's attention. He said he had worked very hard for over the past 3 years, and he had received numerous recommendations from his supervisor, and he had shown leadership and gained respect from his co-workers. He commented he would like to ask for a 35% raise. The woman commented the man was a good worker, however she said she did see a path future for him with their company. She was ready to give him a raise, however she didn't think their project can afford 35% and she wanted to know if there was any other way they could satisfy him. The man wanted to know how about a 20% raise, longer vacation time, and a supervisor position. The woman replied to him she would give him the 20% and the supervisor position. However, she said she didn't hold her to the longer vacation time yet. She could see how the schedule worked. Number 4. The woman A said hello to the woman 2 She says that were lightened up. She had applied for the receptionist position in his office 2 weeks before. She commented she had been wondering if the position had been filled. The woman told God the woman wants attention. She said she had been just about to contact her because she was one of the applicants they selected for an interview, and she wanted to know when the woman A was available that week. She commented they were going to interview a candidate from Wednesday to Friday. The woman one commented Thursday would be good for her, and she wanted to know how about the time. She said she preferred the afternoon around 2 o'clock. The woman one agreed with her, and she said she should remember that there wouldn't be anyone at the reception desk at some strength to room 4 and asked to speak with Simon Cullen. Short conversation number 5. The man said hello to the woman and he said he needed to ship a very important parcel to Sydney and it was imperative that it got there by Sunday, May 11 in the afternoon. The woman introduced to the woman to the man and had two options. The he could send it by express mail and a delivery person can derive it there by Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. or he could have it couriered and it would get there by Sunday at 8 o'clock a.m. The man thought the courier would be safer and he wanted to know if there was any way he could verify exactly when the reception get the package. The woman agreed with him. She said she would give him a receipt and a tracking number. Then he could track it online. He said once the recipient received the package, they would sign for it. Once they signed for it, it would show up online on his tracking number. Short conversation number 6. The woman said hello to the man and she wanted to know when he got back from work because she was making dinner but she didn't want it to get cold. The man commented he was not too sure because he was swamped with work right then, and he didn't know when he would be able to get it done, and he could finish up and home so he could have the driver with her. But he didn't think that was a good idea, and he suggested starting without him and going out for dinner with a friend. The woman replied to him she could make something in bring it to work for him, but he asked if the security would let her in. The man suggested phoning him when he arrived, and he could come down and notify security. Short conversation number 7. The man said hello to the woman and he introduced to the woman and he was timid. He said he was phoning from Seattle, Washington and he would like to make reservations for a two-bedroom suite. The woman agreed with him and she said she would provide airport pickup for him as well if he would like. And he suggested telling them his arrival time, flight number and airline. The men were happy about that, and he said he was flying on Air Embassy, flight 765, and he would fly, he would be touching down approximately 8 p.m. Toronto the day after. He would be staying at her hotel from Thursday and he would like to request the Seattle Herald newspaper while she was there. Also, he needed an 8:30 a.m. wake-up call during his stay. The woman agreed with him. She said she would have the request fulfilled, and his lineman will the expecting her at Barcelona International Airport at 8 p.m. Short conversation number 8. The man wanted to confirm he was a lawyer, and he asked which law firm she was looking for. The woman agreed with him. She said it would been 15 years since she sat trained job. Then she was charged in a federal court. That was third place she had worked at the church. The man wanted to confirm a church as exciting as it's looking on TV. The woman agreed with him, and she said she was really happy with her job then because that was less stressful than her previous job. Short conversation number 9. The woman got the man's attention and she wanted to know when he would be able to finish his work. Because everyone was because everyone were there and they were thinking about ordering. So she wanted to know if they would wait for him or go ahead and order. The man replied to her. He was with client right then, so she didn't know how long the meeting would take up. I thought, but for sure it shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes. He suggested going ahead and ordering if she could order something as well, chicken or beef, no fish. The woman suggested looking at menu. Julie and she were ordering the chicken. She thought Meg were ordering a steak because the steak looked very filling. Also, there were chicken pasta, so she wanted to know if he were really hungry. The man disagreed with her, and she suggested ordering the chicken, and he could also give her a call once his meeting was over. He would not need direction to the restaurant. Short conversation number 10. The woman said hello to the man, and she introduced. That were beside, and she thanked for man for calling Bierman Realty Group. The man said hello to the woman and he introduced. He was coming from the management department. He was returning her call about the broken sink in her office, and he could come by and fix it the morning after if that was okay. The woman replied to him. They couldn't wash in any then and it smelled awfully bad, so she asked if there was any chance he could come that afternoon. The man agreed with her, and he said he would try the rearranger his schedule to fit her in sometime that afternoon. He would call her again before he got there. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.